So basically, in this experiment, we're looking at a cell, we start filming it, and then we fire a laser into the cell to create the wound, and then we watch the response as it happens.
Wow. So we're looking at one cell, and so the center of the ring that I'm looking at would be you've blasted a hole into it with a little laser.
That's exactly right. Cell repair is something that's becoming increasingly popular to study because it's apparent that certain diseases are underlain by deficits in the repair capacity, or in alternative cases, an excessive damage just happening spontaneously. So this is one way to study the process. You can induce a wound with a laser in this
Mhm.
case, but when you and I are sitting here just talking to each other, there's naturally damage to
Right,
just.
right.
Um,
And so I mean, so at least simplistically, I'm looking at sort of the whole closing up here effectively.
yeah, that's exactly right. And the pattern we're talking about here is just the sort of concentric rings. Okay, so
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
looking at a cortical pattern of a protein called CDC42 and another protein called Rho. And these guys, like tubulin, bind to GTP, and they can hydrolyze GTP. So they go through a cycle of binding and hydrolysis of a nucleotide.
Hmm.
But in this case, we tend to think of them as, to get to one of your questions, basically information molecules. So
Yeah.
we're a pattern of information, and the information that they convey results in the accumulation of actin filaments and myosin around the wound. We can't see that in this movie, but you can see the consequence of their accumulation. The wound is closing.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, and for those, so roughly 80% of the people that consume this will be audio only. I'm looking at this video is playing over and over again. There's a ring, like a literal circle, and this is just fluorescent stuff in the cell that they've engineered, and it's closing up pretty quickly. And there's two colors. Um, we're watching it obviously at one time scale here, Bill. But how fast does this happen in the actual cell?
This movie is about 3 minutes long, so the healing can be very, very fast indeed.